got down to it. Another day of testing, and made a bar angle change, made a shock change, still trying to figure it out. At this point in time, no one, which I'm talking to you people at home, no one has come and told me what I'm doing wrong. All right, voiceover John back in the building here. I just made a statement. I said no one can tell me what I'm doing wrong. You know, I do read the comments, and I did apply some of you guys' suggestions to the car. I've made almost every bar angle change. I've changed instant center height. I've changed instant center distance. I've been literally in every hole. I about wore out the 4-link brackets because I've been switching bars around, trying everything. The thing that's confusing me is the car's worked before on the previous bar angle, and it's just not working now. So I'm trying to get it all figured out. I appreciate all the input, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching us struggle, because this is part of it. So we're going to keep trying, plugging away, and when we get it, hopefully it looks good and works good and is consistent, because right now it is not that. So thanks for that. Giveaway still going on. Go to lsnasty.com to get entered to win. We got new LS Nasty Racing embroidered collared shirts, so you can pull up to the track and look official as hell. People will be like, damn, he must be part of LS Nasty Racing. So if you want to look like you're part of what we do, you can put that on. So if you want to look like you knocked the tires off 28 times in a row, pow, go to lsnasty.com, get entered to win. Logan, hit him with some facts.
lsnasty.com. Get your entry in to win the Nitrous New Edge Mustang. No prep monster.
Terminator X.
Terminator
LS. Holly. Trans brake. Trans brake. Manual valve body.
drive shaft.
All right. We're just gonna go and try to get down.
Yeah.
We're gonna go try to get down. We can go 110 60 foot. We can go 112 60 foot. We're trying to find the fire tune-up. So we made a bar angle change. So if we leave, if we click the button, it goes boop like that. We're like, okay, now we can do something, because we still have yet to been able to get the car to separate. This car would use almost 6 inches of rear shock extension in 1 second. 1.5 seconds into the run, we were at like 2 inches. So we're just trying to get back to where we were. I mean, we got lost somewhere.
Grandpa, I'm tired of testing.
Grandpa!
That's too damn bad!
I feel like Jim Leahy when he's like in the pocket and like we're trying to get this, like when he tumbles out of his trailer and like bangs. That's how I feel trying to.
Julian! I don't know where I felt like I get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
Get that. We know what we need to make it do. We cannot get it to do that, but we're hopefully it does it now. So all right, hands in team. We're gonna go.
We know we can get it to do it. We just can't get it to do it.
I prefer Skeletor hand, please. All right. All right, hands in on West hand here. All right, we're gonna go. What are we saying here? What are we saying? You at home, put your hand like towards your computer and then take a picture of it and put it on Instagram and tag me, like for hands in.
Ready.
All right, so what are we
60
doing?
foot.
60 foot on three.
1,
Ready?
2, 3,
60 foot. All right, let's go to the weights. Hell yeah. That was a little sus, as my boy Zach would say, but who cares?
Well,
I need to get my pants and shoes on.
John said I'm gonna go up there in my workout fit.
Yeah, we're having a little battery issues because John tried to weld with it yesterday.
Now, explain to them what happened. This is not my fault.
It's your fault you weren't more careful.
Actually, it was definitely his fault.
Where'd the other one go? Where'd the other?
I've put it on how many times in a row and didn't have an issue?
He ain't wrong.
Usually I'm catching it late, but guess what? That one was his
We
fault.
want to drain the catch can before we leave.
Yes.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a
You
while.
want to check that bar angle?
Damn, Matt.
You got some bar angle.
Look at Matt throwing it back.
You got some bar angle. We're just trying to. I just wanted the shocks loose enough where we get the extension and can't get them there.
So we want more than what, 1.55 at 0.54?
I would like to use most of the usable extension in the 60 foot, and it's just not there. Like trying to separate and load the tire, and the shock's just keeping it from wanting to separate.
What do you think? What would you be happy with? 3 inches at 60 foot?
Yeah, 3-4 inches. Before, see, the problem was I think the shocks were just clapped out and it was working, and then we had the shocks freshened up, and now they're just really tight. And we took them off, sent them back, revalved them twice, and they're still. I can't really tell much on the data that they're changing much at all.
Well, do you think it'll help that we lowered them down to 60 psi now? Will that affect
canister,
anything?
Not really. The bar angle will help the most. We've added mechanical leverage by increasing the bar angle. So it's one of the ways, like you get to separate with a loose shock or a bar angle. I like to do it with the shock. Can't get there with the shock, so we're gonna do it with the bar angle.
You a little bit lighter now, bud?
Let's hope this bar angle change just makes a difference somewhere. Hey, I gotta find my shoes. Hey, hold on. Alright, so as you guys saw there, car tried to jump off the ground. We topped the rear shock out, what, 0.3?
Yeah.
So we're 40 clicks from full tights now, and we're essentially trying the other strategy to get the car to separate. Instead of running low anti-squat, super loose shock, couldn't seem to get that to work right with the shock ever since we got it revalved. So now we're going more anti-squat and tighten the shock. So 20 clicks, 15 clicks?
I'd say probably 10 clicks. I mean,
12 clicks.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what we want, but we want it instead of in 0.3, we want it in 1.2 or 1. If we could do it in 1 second.
So tighten the rebound up, huh?
Yeah. Tighten it up 15 clicks, 12 clicks, 10 clicks.
Hey,
Just a bushel of clicks.
that's the movement the right way,
We
though.
couldn't get it to do that before with the other bar angle, and we even tried to add a little bit more anti-squat. Now we just put a whole bunch in it. So. And you remember, hold on, remember when the car wouldn't go down and we changed the bar angle? I think the shocks got tired. And instead of us getting the shocks freshened up and it worked, we just took anti-squat out of it and it worked fine. Because we had this exact bar angle in it a while ago, and all of a sudden the car wouldn't work. It just kept topping the shock out way too quick. Then we took some bite out of it, and then it worked great. And then we got the shocks revalved, and I'm pretty sure that we did the reverse of what we're doing now.
Yeah, so with more anti-squat it causes separate. The reason I don't like to run this kind of bar angle is the instant center link is changed and it will make it want to wheelie. Where the other bar angle, it's a little less susceptible to wheeling, but you have to have a really loose shock to make it work.
You put clicks in it?
Yeah, it's good, 15.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, we ready to put the front end on track again?
Yeah.
It's not even hot. All right.
Okay.
We just made all the changes we just talked about, so we're gonna head to the lanes. Wes is gonna start recording before the burnout, and we're gonna get this just quick
Let's go.
video, packed full of action. I'm clapping my hands. You guys gotta take someone comment, take a shot every time I clap my hands. So, you guys are just done. No work tomorrow for you.
That's what Logan's cheeks are gonna sound like whenever we run a 409.
Getting clapped.
Still drinking.
Yellow car. How's it going? Good. How you been? Good.
Everyone was saying before that we were topping the shock out. Now that's a pretty good representation of what topping the shock out is. Before, we were nowhere near topping the shock out. When you knock the tire off, the car's going to separate a little bit more, so it would look like that. But that right there is what topping the shock out looks like. It just goes to full extension when the rear shock separates all the way and it has no more extension left. The shock is what limits it. And then if the chassis can't take it, if it's not going to wheelie, then it's going to knock tires off. So there you have it. There's really 3 things the car's going to do. It's either going to go down and through, it's going to wheelie, or it's going to knock tires off. So we're trying to get figured out here, as you can see.
I'm going to go to the computer too once we get there. Okay, let me change this so we can... Alright, welcome back. So we went out, knocked tires off a few times, and it's completely unrelated to where we've been knocking tires off. I guess kind of related, but back to the shocks now. We made a bar angle change, made it more aggressive in the rear, more anti-squat, and it's the same thing I was worried about doing at Woodstock. It's just too much, so the shock can't control it. So we've gone from full loose to full tight, and what it's doing is when we first went out, it knocked tires off as soon as the rear shock topped out at like 0.4, just too quick. You wanted it to extend quick, but not that quick. So we started clicking on it, and we went all the way to full tight now. And you can look at the data. So the red line is full tight, and the blue line is full loose. So right now, I mean, initially it topped the shock out at 4.6 seconds, which is far too loose. We're trying to get in like this 1.2 range, and here's full tight, and it topped out at 5.6. So 40 clicks on the rebound made, you know, a tenth of a second difference in the 60-foot topping out. We got a fix for this, just not right now. Yep. So John's. We just made another bar angle change, so we moved the upper bar up. That's
the most ridiculous week of 3 weeks of testing continues.
Yes.
We just I honestly never in my life have I not been able to get down track so many times.
And know what we need to do is just the hard parts won't allow us to get
the
there.
Data, so we're like, this works, and all we're trying to do is just get it to look like that. And
yeah, we know where we need to be. We want to be at 1.2, but now before we were.
Is anyone interested in a G-body roller?
All right, go on. Go get in the car. So now we made another anti-squat change. We're going to try to calm it down because this is too aggressive for the shocks. Now this might work if we had some stiffer valve shocks, but you know, we're back and forth. It just. Hopefully this will calm it down enough to where the shock has enough valving to control it.